Happy New Year, Doctor Who fans. Happy New Year, Doctor Who fans. Happy New Year, Doctor Who fans. Yes, I know it's not your birthday, but it feels like every day's a birthday when it's 2025. Don't you agree? Yes. Anyway, what do we hear? What do we hear? Why are we here? We have the Doctor Who magazine, issue number 612. I always get those numbers, you know, they always sound even the same to me. Although I was doing last month 613, but I'm not. Anyway, Second Chances, which of course relates to the War Games in Colour, with Patrick Troughton there playing the flute, aka the recorder, from the 1960s. If you were a child growing up then, like me, you would have known you had a recorder as a child. Recorder. I played it at school. Anyway, Doctor Who fans, what's in this issue, this delicious issue for 2025? Say the words together now. 2025. I love it. Anyway, room service, Stephen Moffat's Definitive Guide to the Time Hotel. Rudolph Walker, I would love to have played that. Of course, he played in Love Thy Neighbour, that comedy show in the 1970s. And of course, EastEnders. But of course, yeah, he probably would have made a good Doctor Who back then, I would say so. The War Games in Colour. Yeah, of course, that relates to that. Now, in this issue, we have a lot of stuff about the Time Hotel and Russell T Davies. What links the pirate planet, Christmas invasion, ill-fated Dunlewen, and a branch of Sparks and Marks and Spencer? That's a question you're going to have to read when you get the magazine, because I ain't going to tell you. I ain't going to do spoilers in this. I never do, Doctor Who fans. Oh, I didn't know that. The Doctor's clothes up for auction, a Jodie Whittaker costume. Matt Smith, and it looks like David Tennant from the Voyage of the Damned. Look. And of course that TARDIS that's up for sale too. The prop sell for £11,000. Would I have bought that? No, because I've already got it and mine's in good nick, better nick than this one. I wouldn't like cracks all over my TARDIS like that. It'd be a nightmare. Anywho, what else we got? Radio Times Tom Baker, 44 at 50. 50th anniversary of his milestone. Radio Times produced a digital bookazine, yes. Ah, that'd be interesting. I haven't got that, but there's a lot of stuff about 50 years of Tom Baker, isn't there? It's all over the place. Still, congratulations to MBE, which was well deserved. And many were saying about time as well. It's been a long time coming. Well, I guess so. You can think of many others who were talked about who may or may not have been deserving of such an accolade or knighthood, shall we say. But we don't do politics on this broadcast, Doctor Who fans. We do life, real life, which is much better. Actually, politics and real life could be construed as the same thing, but I think you'd agree that real life is better than boring old politics. Anyway, the Galaxy Forum relates to the War Games. A lot of discussion about that, the colorized version, which was excellent. I enjoyed it. A lot of people always have divisive attitudes, but, you know, something new. If you've seen the original like I have back in the 60s, you welcome new things. Newness is goodness, and goodness is life-affirming, Doctor Who fans. Again, a lot of stuff about this War Games. I've even the visit to the TARDIS, current TARDIS set, I believe, by the colorization artists at the time. Did that. Yeah. Well, of course, those models they did in that serial too, which were very good. I thought they were good. Contrast to, we never saw in the original serial what the complex looked like from the outside. That was very good, that. And of course, the end part of the serial where you saw color extracts from the Doctor's, the second Doctor's era, which was excellent. I love the Power of the Daleks colorized. Of course, that's my favorite serial, one of them. That and Evil of the Daleks. Again, Rudolph Walker, War Hero, as in that Civil War, wasn't it? In that, so very good. Again, Shoot the Cat. Wow, it's a nice picture of his TARDIS there. Don't you agree? Very good. And of course, people notice that there's a little TARDIS for sale on eBay and B&M, isn't it, these days? It's about £20 for that 15th Doctor, which is more accurate than the original 13th Doctor release, I have to say. I.e., not just on Pulse Blast. Lads and masses. Joy to the World reviewed. That model Dalek, which has been released, I mentioned it last time, of course, in one of my previous reviews where we're talking about building it together, like they did with the Batmobiles and all the rest of it, which is quite involved. I think you're going to have to buy many issues to put it all together, but I don't mind. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Space Babies. I am going to read about that. Well, it was not bad. Again, Trevor Martin, the 7 Keys to Doomsday review of that play. Trevor Martin, of course, as you know, was a Time Lord official or hierarchy, high echelon really, in the War Games, who sentenced the Doctor to his exile on Earth along with the other man who was Bernard, wasn't it? I know his name. Horseforth. Anyway, he was the guy who was in Planet of the Daleks, and also he was played Deadly Assassin, and he played even the Mind Robber too, wasn't he? Yeah. Yes, there's been quite a few stuff. Yeah, I know him. The thing about doing these things, it's off the cuff. I don't use a script when I'm talking to you people, so I've got to remember things that are pretty much common knowledge for me. But I know so many things that they all become a jumble. The Dominators, of course, the Quarks, recently colorized. Somebody says those spikes were red or pink or whatever they were, which is probably true. But then again, artistic license, my friends. Again, we have an action figures exclusive there. More Daleks that's coming out. Also, even the modern Daleks, I noticed at the moment. The Daleks in color vinyl soundtrack. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? A vinyl soundtrack of that. I used to sometimes just get those. I've got the what's it again? The Trojan Horse one, the Myth Makers. Yes, I've got that one on an LP. I used to have a lot of them, but I passed them on because I wasn't really collecting them. Always the DVDs and Blu-rays, things like that. Anyway, the Zygons, Second Doctor. Is this one of these Big Finish? Looks like it. I don't know about you guys, but you know, Big Finish. Although I'm sure it's great. I just cannot get into it as much as I can the TV show. But then again, there's some good ones. Spare Parts is brilliant, but they're not always my cup of PG tips. Stephen Taylor moments. Again, with the upcoming release of The Savages, Stephen's last story, or Ice and Peter Purves, that'll be a fantastic thing to watch animation. Anyway, have a good new year, Doctor Who fans, and I'll see you on the next video. Next issue reviews something old. Thank you, Doctor Who. Take care.